probably killed with the same directed energy weapons they're using on me, so that I couldn't do more experiments. Otherwise I would have done that. I've got it here in the backyard in Meidrecht, and these lithobias exist in Meidrecht, Germany, in Great Britain, and in the US. I'd also give you some money if you could send me a centipede, a lithobius, for me to experiment on. I'm an audio engineer. Though with visual analyzer I have the problem that when I do a frequency sweep I cannot see what the exact frequency is. So it may be better to use a tone generator that shows what frequency you're using exactly, so that you know exactly to what frequency it's responding. Because 1 hertz difference or half a hertz difference may already make the eigenfrequency effective. Alright, thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. A horror subject that is disliked by many. The video is still good, informative, and it may save your life one day, so that's why I do it as well. And mainly to warn people about centipedes and to find a cure for everybody that has contacted me. That's the most important thing. Things that are not the cure basically don't count, they're a waste of time, you could argue, which is running out for all these people with centipedes in their bodies, and there are millions. Only a fraction of those contacted me via email. So maybe they keep it secret deliberately, and they deliberately claim that centipedes are not insects but myriapoda, so that if you say there's in my body, then they say, if you say there are insects in my body, then they can say you're lying, because centipedes are not insects. And it's also clear from the stories that many people have been misdiagnosed, that did have centipedes in their body, and then they label them as delusional parasitosis patients. And then you could argue then it's normal that the patient flips and ends up in an insane asylum. So don't do that. Don't let them know that you think there are centipedes in your body. If you go to the hospital, let them do their tests, and then they'll probably find something and that's not the centipede and treat you for that. So misdiagnosis occurs frequently when it comes to centipede parasitosis of myriapoda in humans. Pseudoparasitosis of myriapoda in humans, but I claim it's parasitosis, not pseudoparasitosis, which they claim to hide that it's parasitosis. Then everybody would know, hey, centipedes can enter my body, they could use that, release them in my room and torture me to death with that if they don't like me, and I'd better not sit in the grass and let my children play in the sand box, etc. if I want to keep these centipedes. So, because it's part of the programs, probably it was developed during the Inquisition or the Jesuit Holocaust. So I'm not claiming that they've never tortured people to death and that they don't do human sacrifice anymore. I think they still do human sacrifice. And any speech errors are made by them with synthetic telepathy. So it's done deliberately by a neural network, and that's been going on since I've been tortured with these torture weapons. And they've also tortured my teeth out of my mouth. And that's done in pulsed energy projectile mode. They can also burn people's scrotum in ADS mode. And it's done with scalar waves, not microwaves, but more about it in my previous podcasts. So, then that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this important video on your timeline. Warn others about the dangers of centipedes. And I've studied this for 10 years, so I think I know more about centipedes than most people. So thank you all for watching. Have a good one. Do healing, universal peace, scratch each other's backs, make love, etc. And of course, if I'd wear a condom, then nothing can go wrong. They're in my gastrointestinal tract mainly, near my anus, etc. And they never come out during the daytime because they're nocturnal. So they shun from light. So light, I thought, might be another way to get them out. Perhaps with a laser or something, they can be killed without having to open my skull or my body. I don't brain as well, but they're definitely behind my eyes. So if I'd go to the hospital now and let them do an MRI or a Röntgen, then they would find them. But the question is also, would they go to the hospital and say I feel something behind my eye, what would they do then? Perhaps they'd say, well, I think you have an infection and take this medicine or something like that. So please let me know what to do in the comments, or Skype ProLogic999 if you want a private conversation or to do a broadcast about this, or have me in your broadcast if you're mainstream media or somebody with millions of views like PewDiePie. I wrote him as well, that he could help me and my father and other people with centipedes in their body. I think he has not written back even, so I don't know, I don't really like his broadcasts. I never watch PewDiePie, so perhaps he has other broadcasts that are nice to watch, but the ones I saw were boring, and I also doubt if he has that many views. People can buy views for money, and it's easy to hack, so then you can put that counter on any number. So don't trust you counters and anything you read online, or tickers of Wall Street. Synthetic telepathy with Tesla's remote torture technology, and they have set it up to benefit themselves. Billion people they are going to annihilate, possibly in a world war. I did other broadcasts about that as well. Many people did broadcasts about possible world war for Iran, and now they plan new sanctions. Though based on what? If they're not producing a nuclear weapon, then what would justify these sanctions? Or is it merely to produce their third Jesuit world war, to evoke the reaction of Putin, and to annihilate 7 billion people and rule the world from Jerusalem? What do you all think? Please give me more feedback so that I can alter my opinion if I have lies or inaccuracies. Know what you think about all this, and especially ways you think that the centipede might be removed from our bodies. I've already tried jumping around, stomping, hitting myself in the stomach, etc. That made it worse. So I advise you not to do that. Then you can have another episode with diarrhea and overs at the same time. I almost died from that one time. It's you feel as tired as never before, and pain in your muscles with the tiredness, and yet you have to throw up. You can't sleep because you have to throw up, and diarrhea all the time, so you need a bathtub, otherwise your house is dirty. So it's a complete horror, and these people are doing it deliberately. To me it may be Bush, also guilty of the depleted uranium war crime. I've shown these depleted uranium babies at protesters against Bush, and many people have. So if you're gonna do something good, do it to the people whose policies have killed millions, not to innocent civilians. Alright. So, according to the doctors, I'm centipede free, nothing to worry about. I can have sex with everyone, and if I think that there are centipedes in my body. So of course when people catch these centipedes, and I've seen one behind their eyelid, and they make these rattling noises in their throat, I've also made a recording of that, but if my removed all the time, then there's not much use in re-uploading it. Actually it takes a while to find it again. So I have two recordings of the centipedes making rattling noises in my throat. It's quite rare. It's usually in the morning at 4 or so, and it may be their mating signal, and they do that by slapping their legs together. Sounds something like this. like when you do that with your nail, a little clicking sound. And when they do it fast, then it sounds more like Predator from Predator movies. And there's another movie, Men in Black 5 or so, where Boris the animal has centipedes behind his eyes. And these movies may also be made by these Masons, so it could also be Masons that are doing this. Anyway, they're all controlled by the Jesuits that are in control of these intelligence agencies, which are all Masonic according to Citizens Action Network. And you cannot disprove that to me, can you? So, thank you all for watching. Tune in next time. Check out my other videos with much more important info. You could argue future for peace, to create that perfect society in which we all will live happily eternally. Never give up, never kill yourself. We need your help. Please help scan for the Eigenfrequenz. I'll give you 2,000 euros. And of course, I'll be forever in your debt for saving my life, etc. It would be wonderful if you could help these other people as well. And perhaps you will become famous, and after that we move into a new era where all these diseases will be killed with their Eigenfrequenz instead of chemical cancer-causing prescription drugs. That may already be happening. The Esculapius of the doctors is a little two snakes basically, and it's in fact a Möbius coil. And with mercury or something it might be used for levitation or something like that. I doubt that, but the Möbius is basically an SSB coil. That's the same thing, and that is the way to produce these scalar waves. Alright, so then that's it for this broadcast. Single ladies are welcome if you dare to have sex with a man with centipedes in his body. You also see people eating insects. Some people have died of eating live insects, so that's not a good idea. And however, of course, like I said, they're in our body, and they don't, so you don't have to worry that centipedes crawl over into your body when they're clamped into our intestinal wall. And every human has thousands of organisms in his body, bacteria, fungus, other organisms. Sometimes bacteria are needed by our gut, so if you use colloidal silver, use probiotics to replace the good bacteria in your gut. Alright, so mental, etc. It's also listed on that website universecreatorweebly.com that I showed earlier. And contact me, let me know that you have centipedes in your body. And I've deliberately not kept the names of the people that contacted me secret, because it's possible it's part of a population reduction program, and they're doing this deliberately to us, that we're victims, and they want to isolate us and keep so nobody finds out about these things, to reduce the global population. So there are also people lying about these things, so watch out for that. Okay. Peace out.